I'm Jose,
And I'm Michaila.
and we are Team Flame, a harmonious union. And in this video, we are going to talk about the unawakened twin, that nightmare on the journey. When your twin flame doesn't know anything about the spirituality, doesn't know anything about twin flames, doesn't know anything about the connection, and you are the only one that apparently know about all of this. So we are going to explain what to do and what is the solution to this problem.
So first of all, we can talk about what causes the unawakened twin flame syndrome. Um, well, like, what's the cause of that?
The cause of that is that the unawakened doesn't exist,
That's true.
and you are making it in your mind.
There is no unawakened twin flame.
Because your twin flame is you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think that your twin flame is not ready, it's because you are not.
Yeah, or
Or
you're seeing them incorrectly, and
Mhm.
you're seeing them as unawakened when actually they're on the same level as you, maybe just in a different way, or they're not your twin flame. So there are all these factors in answering this question.
Yes, and maybe your problem is that you don't understand what being awakened means.
Mm-hmm.
Let's explain a little of that.
Mm-hmm.
Being awakened means like raising your vibration.
Mm-hmm. In
Okay,
love.
so
Being
in
with
love,
love.
yeah, exactly, being aligned with the divine, with love, and you do that with the work. But your twin flame is one with you. So if you raise your vibration, that person raised at the same time.
Yeah.
And you may wonder, but she doesn't know about the journey, she doesn't know about,
The terms.
about everything, at the terms, twin flame, what is that? That doesn't mean anything, because your twin flame share a consciousness with you,
Mm-hmm.
but that
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean that you have the same thoughts. Like, for example, you can be in twin flames, and she could be, you know, not knowing about anything about spirituality, but that doesn't mean that she's not
Awake.
awakened, because awakening means in alignment.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Being in alignment means like act in love,
Yeah.
from a place of um, peace, from with the purpose of being with God, of
Mm-hmm.
raising your consciousness. Doesn't mean knowing about two cool terms that we use for twin flames or
Yeah.
everything, because that doesn't um, make an obstacle for the connection. She doesn't know, or he doesn't know twin flames. It doesn't matter
Mm-hmm.
at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah,
Well, I just thinking throughout my life I was always really spiritual, but you really weren't, right?
no, not at all.
Yeah, and I was pretty spiritual. Like I grew up in a pretty spiritual family and like new age spirituality, and I was always really interested in that. But you were always in alignment with that by just being with love, and that's all that matters. Like you don't have to know all the terms and you know burn sage and have crystals to be awakened. You can just
Hmm.
you're just with love and with God.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the only way to know like if the person's your twin flame is if you're healing and they're healing with you. It's not about what it looks like on the outside. And your job right now is to heal because you're the one that has been brought to the journey and to the heal like the work. And so
Hmm.
that means this is your piece for your union, and your twin flame's always working on their piece, and that is between them and God. It's not up to you. It's not really even relevant. It's just about like your healing.
Hmm.
And if you're the one that was guided to the healing, then that is because that's your piece, and it doesn't make you the awakened twin flame or them unawakened. It's just what's most compassionate for you.
Exactly. When she was doing the work before me, I remember that my life started changing. Like, and I wasn't spiritual at all. Like, I remember that I was always refusing to spirituality. I didn't like it. I was like, that is not for me, really. But I have this thing, I act in this place of, let's be a good person, no? Let's be, this should be love.
Mm-hmm.
This energy, this consciousness is there, but with different words, but it's the same. It's
Yeah.
that the relationship with everything, with life, with God,
Mm.
no matter the name you put on it.
Right. And that naturally brought you into like true spirituality.
Exactly, that
Yeah.
desire, that intention that you have, it can be very little, but that little intention that you have will bring you to the truth,
Yeah.
because that is enough. That is the desire that will bring you to God, to everything, because your heart is like calling that desire. Is
Purely.
Yeah, it's a
Mm-hmm.
sincere desire.
Mm-hmm. And there are a
Hmm.
lot of like spiritual looking people out there who aren't spiritual at all. Like, they're
At
not
all.
about love. And so it's like really important not to look at the outside when it comes to your twin flame journey, and to who your twin flame is, and to just like unconditionally accept who they are and where they're at and where you're at. And and if you're having trouble like determining if this person is just like not your twin flame, or if they're just reflecting something to you, just do the mirror exercise and love yourself there, and it will always get revealed. And the reason the reason why you can never be awakened before your twin flame is because you share the same consciousness. And so I wanted to read a part of Jeff and Shalea's book where they describe the blueprint and how twin flames are created. It'll help. Here's the book. So it's page 25 on this book. And it's, what are twin flames? Twin flames are manifested from the very same soul essence, or more accurately, the same soul blueprint. A soul blueprint is the exact same concept as physical DNA, meaning our souls are created with individual specific codes, qualities, and traits that make us uniquely us. As above, so below is a universal law and principle. Just as we have physical DNA that make up our physical genetics and disposition, so too do we have soul DNA that make us who we are spiritually and non-physically. A good example of this is how physical identical twins share the same genetic DNA, and twin flames share the exact same soul DNA or soul blueprint. And just as identical twins are unique souls, and even though they share the same physical DNA, twin flames are unique among each other, even though they share the same soul blueprint. This is because together they are complements of one soul blueprint rather than carbon copies of it. So yeah, like, you are created from the same blueprint as your twin flame, and so you share the same consciousness, but you're not carbon copies of each other, so that's how it can kind of appear like your twin flame has these outer differences, and why they might seem unawakened, because you were the one that was guided to the work first. Yeah.
Yes, and that is the only thing that it takes. One of the twins in the work.
Only one, yeah, because
Exactly.
you make the same choices at the core, and that's how, like, you can never, that's the only way you can manifest harmonious union, is because twin flames share the same consciousness. So it doesn't matter which one of you is guided to the work first. At the end of the day, you're both making the same choice on the inside. And so your peace is your peace, and you should be very grateful to have this peace, because it's like a gift and a blessing. And they have just as many gifts and blessings to share with you too.
Exactly. This is another thing that a lot of people believe, that you are doing everything and you are bringing everything to the union, and that person is doing nothing around, and you are like, that person has a gift as amazing as you have.
Yeah.
That
They're
person
working just as hard.
Exactly, in their way, but they are. And they will bring that peace to your union. For example, with us, we're experiencing that. And we have like different ways of expressing ourselves.
Yeah.
And I compliment her, and she compliment me. And when we go to media, it was like, whoa, that was the part that was missing in me, and vice versa.
Yeah, I used to have this like upset with twin flames, because Jeff and Shalea, when they would say that you're not a carbon copy of your twin flame and there will be differences, that used to trigger me, because like I was like, I want it to be the same. But no, like, you don't actually, it would be really boring. You don't want to be like the same as your twin flame or have the same exact thoughts. It's like Alexandra and Laurentiu, our coaches, hello. They described what they understood as harmonious union as like where your two hands playing the piano. Like, you're not, the one hand does not try to play the same keys. Like, it's a song and both hands have their pieces. It's the same with twin flame union. Yeah, so your twin flame is awakened. No matter who they are, they're just as awakened as you, and they're working just as hard as you are. And so you don't have to focus on what they're doing. Yeah, just focus on you.
Yes, and remember that the awakening, you will notice that in the choices that a person make, not in the external.
Right, exactly.
Not in how many colors, how many spiritual things that person do. That is nothing.
Yeah, that's really beautiful. Yeah, when the choices that they make, if they're aligned with love. Because Jeff and Shalea have said that, like, twin flames don't have to consciously be spiritual to have harmonious union, you know, like, you just have to be, like, choosing love, and you don't have to know the terms in order to do that, because it's just really natural. Good. So just keep doing the work. It's always the answer.
Yep. So yeah, I think that is all for the video.
Yeah, so thank you. If you enjoyed our video, be sure to give us a like and subscribe to our channel. And you can check the links below for more information.
See you soon.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.